All right, today's project, what is it? 2009 F-150. We are going to do we're going to give it a facelift. But hear me out. I know it's weird because it's 2009. It's not like a 69 or whatever. But a lot of people want a nice truck, and this one has potential. If you've ever looked on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist and you see an inexpensive truck and it needs work, it needs some help, like this one. I've done a few things. I didn't think I was going to do a video on it, but I think this is a good candidate on what people can do on a cheap vehicle. This one, we'll just say labor trade 800 bucks. They said they had $800 in the tires. So newish tires. I've done the new door handle. The door didn't open. It was not the door handle. It ended up being this latch mechanism. I'm collecting parts for this makeover, so there's more crap in there. It's pretty dirty. We'll have to do a full detail. There's some rust issues down here we're going to take care of. We're going to do a body line paint. I already did the taillights. And the bed's in decent shape. The interior is pretty sad. What I liked about it, what attracted me, is no power windows, no power door locks. It has the rubber interior. I like that basic. A lot of people like it. This could be somebody else's company truck when I'm done with it, who knows. But for the 800 bucks, I couldn't go wrong. I don't know why, but that's the only color I could find. But that's no big deal. We're just gonna cover the whole thing up with seat covers. I did try to fix the motor originally. I thought maybe I could get lucky and get the motor fixed. I don't think I had the key on me. It does run. It has a heck of a misfire. There's like 200 and... doesn't tell me anymore. 200, we'll say 260,000 miles on it. I know the training's been gone through, but we're gonna put a reman motor in this. My idea is to see how much money you can make off something like this. Right now, as it stands with a new motor, I have about 5,500 into it total, with all the little trinkety things that I want to put into it. But we haven't done a full inspection. All right, now it's all wet. We gotta dry it out. I made a list already. We're gonna start with the engine. I don't know what we're gonna move on to, but we have one heck of a list going on. So I'll make it easy and painless. We're just gonna get this time lapsed out. I'm not used to seeing an oil pan on a reman engine, but I guess that's good. I can't see anything, but it's one less thing I got to transfer over and clean up. Okay, I'm gonna get some stuff situated. I'm gonna push that truck in with a tractor, get it jacked up. I'm gonna get everything underneath disconnected, and hopefully I get that pulled very quickly this morning, because it's still early enough to be optimistic. Well, that didn't take me all that long. I found everything has dirt. This thing's been puddle jumped pretty massively, but overall it's in really, really good shape. I also need to get this old motor tore down. I need to get everything stripped off it. And your best bet if you're gonna do it is take pictures of every single side that you can and keep the bolts and whatever sensors together. All right, I'm gonna take one last good look around this old motor, make sure everything I need is off of it. That way I can get this boxed up and get it out of here. I got this truck cleaned up pretty good. Obviously it's not as good as I would like, but I made some headway. I guess when we come back, I'm going to be putting the motor in. Alright, I'm just going to get to it, get this motor set back in, bolted up. It's the reverse of what you guys saw me do fast forward, so I'm just going to get it done. Well, I got the engine bolted in, everything underneath's bolted. This is about as far as I can get until I get the rest of the gaskets. So I think we need to move on temporarily. I want to see if I can start getting this this sticker stuff off, and I don't think I have much, and I'm hoping I can get this. It's really hard to see. I'm hoping I could buff all this grainy crap off the door. I've had good luck with WD-40 getting the sticky stuff off, so I'm going to spray it down and let it soak for a few. And we'll try PB Blaster. I couldn't find my WD. Plastic razor blades. It'll work, it's just going to take forever. Let me see if I can find some goof off, or I don't know what to use. See if I can find anything I just have at the home here. Alright, I finally got that all off. I just used, like, I don't know, mineral spirits and brake clean and I don't know, whatever other color I could, or cleaner I could find. So I'm gonna see if my really cheap buffer there, and see what I have in the cupboard that's 15 years old. See if we can start getting this buffed up. Well, I bought something that's Ultimate Compound. Let's try that. Look at that, never even used it. That red color's coming off. Hopefully I'm not turning this thing into a pink truck. Nothing better than blue towel. The top part worked good. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, all that black shit came off, but a lot of work to do. Alright, I want to get this F-150 sign off. It's pretty gross behind it. Let's see if the dental floss trick will work. Probably not this stuff. It's pretty weak looking. Let's see. Jesus. May have to go find some good dental floss. Alright, we're gonna use this stuff that looks like you can pull a truck with. Partially. Shoot, there's a pin here and a pin here. That's almost pointless. But we're still gonna get it off. Somehow. Now that was way quicker. What the hell's the dental floss trick then? Okay. Well, this looks like so much fun, I'm gonna just spare you. Yeah, I can't believe how white this makes that. I need to get this whole truck buffed out and then get a good wax on it, but my next thing is I want to see if that hood will clean up. Need to get my short man stool. I don't even think the camera even brings out how bad this hood looks, even down in here. So we're just going to try a spot, see if we can get, looks like coffee cup rings that wouldn't power wash or scrub off. Looks amazing. Well, I'm going to move these pads, these little bumper pads or whatever they are, rock guards. Get all this rust prepped. There's rust underneath down here, and I'm gonna try and get it all prepped. At least this one side. I'll worry about the tailgate side later, but I'd like to get this side done tonight. All right, I spared you the taping. There's plastic, all that on there. I'm just gonna start spraying just like this looks here, all that black. I'm just using this do-it-yourself Herculiner. Well, we'll let that, I'm gonna let that dry up. I need to take some time, put the tires back on it, get it off the jack so I can get it all the way in the garage for the night. This needs, I think, like 24 hours to set up fully. All right, while I'm waiting on parts to get here, I went ahead and removed the old exhaust. This portion here is still good. I'm probably gonna hold on to this out in my parts just because it's fairly decent, but they did just weld on a 90 on that end. I just laid this out just to make sure. I mean, this is all from Rock Auto, which looks good. This isn't the first time I've ordered it. Looks like I had the shit beat out of it in shipping, but it's a muffler, who cares? Does look like everything will bolt up great. So I want to get this knocked out, mainly because it's in my way. Oh, my light's on. And I'm trying to get things kind of cleaned up in here a little bit more. I did have some gaskets show up tomorrow. I'm going to do some engine work, and I want to get these, I'm going to get these stickers peeled off and these caps off, and then this black whatever this plastic piece of shit is off also. Right, just like that, we have us a running F-150 again. I am going to let this run, and then we're going to move on to finishing up. We're going to get the front wrapped up, and we need to finish the polish job on the hood. So we just need to get on to the making it look pretty before we do the rest. Oh, and we're going to put new emblems on. Yes, I know I was just trying to put the front bumper on and then I went to doing this side, but man, look how good that looks. There's still flaws, of course, in the paint. We're not worried about that. It's an old truck. But I could not finish getting this bumper on because I needed to get this done there. So we're going to go ahead and get the front back together. I have these new bumperettes or pads. I don't know what the hell they call those things because that one's broke. And I'm hoping the rest of this just looks better once I get that on. So I'm going to go ahead and take some time, polish up down in here. Now for me, I'm not keeping this truck, but other people might find a truck like this they want to put money into. It's up to them how far they want to go. This one, I already got somebody that wants to buy it, so we will see how that goes. Get the bumper lined up, pads on it, and then we're going to go to front suspension. Well, that was pretty faded. Okay, we're gonna go with these just black and gray American flag looking things because they were only like $9 on Amazon. Sticky tape, I hope, double-sided. Now, That's kind of subtle, not too bad. Okay, I've got the front wrapped up, looks so much better. I'm gonna find something to polish this black up because it looks like crap, but I still got a lot of work to do on this hood. I got a little overspray up here when I did this paint, which that's fine. I'm far from done buffing. So I need to move on. I need to get the front suspension redone. I bought the cheapest full set. It was a closeout deal on Rock Auto. So I hope they fit. It claims they do. Got rear shocks, which we'll get to after we pull the bed. And then front struts. And I also bought a leveling kit. I cannot remember how big. This was also on Amazon. Looks like probably 1.5 inches. Yeah. Oh yeah. It looks like this will slide down, and then these are threaded. Okay, well, it does go on one way. Torqued. All right, real quick before we get in this, these spacers, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. It's kind of low in the front, sits up in the back. We're going to take a tape measure here just to see what kind of level we actually get out of it. Okay, this is about, well, I don't know, 38. We're at 35 3/4. So we're hoping to get close to 37. That way the back is still kind of up. That way, you know, I'm going to put a toolbox in the back, whatever else. And I think it'll just look better. Now we'll get into it, now that we know our initial setting of the front. Alright, that lower bolt's being a pain in the ass, but it looks like the bushing there inside of the shock is spinning with the bolt. I don't know, I don't want to have to cut that out. Maybe we'll get some heat down in there, see if I can get everything heated up really well. That nut fought me all the way off. I'm going to give it a couple more whacks. I just use, I don't know, they call these bull pricks when we were at the mills, and then big hammer. I don't think that's moving at all. Alright, I'm going to get some heat on this for a while, and then lube and heat and lube and heat, and then I'll be back like always. Well, with lots of heat and lots of beat, finally beat it. Now, I already went and jacked up the other side to alleviate the stress on the sway bar. That way we can push down on it, get this thing out of there. There's that bolt finally. It was heat. Oh, it's still kind of in there. Success! Now we gotta get that whole thing out of there. Oh my. What's the deal? Aha, beat it. Okay. There. Yeah, maybe we can pry that out. Alright, I'm just going to fight that for a bit. Now you can see, I think that was upper arm is what's messing me up. Yep. Okay, get that out of the way. Lots of room. There. Look how toasted that bushing is in there. See if I can get a new one put in. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I took so much apart on this, and that's as far down as it goes. I don't think this thing was made to have a leveling kit put on it. But we're gonna force it. I hope. I'm afraid that this... Now what? Oh, I guess around it. Okay. Yep. I think it's going. Oh, see, that thing almost took my fucking head off. Ah, that is how you don't do that, but it worked. Now we hope to get the bolt back in. Well, it looks like I have a little bit more to do here. I did not notice this sway bar bushing is not tight at all. So that looks like fun. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this front back together. I'll worry about that later. Should make a note of it though. Let's see. Oh, look at all that shit. Oh, engine bay, exhaust, bumper. I checked the brakes. I need to do what? Front sway bush. Looks good enough. Well, here I am on this other side, and everything came apart great. The other side fought me. Wish I would have done this side first. Unfortunately for this side, this upper A-arm is shot. So I found some on Amazon. They'll be here today. Well, those front end parts I'm waiting for won't be here super quick today. Just get the interior tore apart. Well, I waited just long enough. Got the new arms. I don't know why it says it's good for 2 to 4 inch lift. This thing is pretty much identical, and it claimed it was adjustable. So let me see here. Now, I don't see where it's adjustable. That's not adjustable. I don't get it. Maybe it's me, but that'd be like false advertisement, I guess. Looks great. It's in great shape, but nothing's adjustable. But we're gonna use it because we got it. Don't need that. Okay, I'm gonna get this put in and get all this back together. I got to get to the other side and get the same arm because I bought two because I thought there was going to be a difference. Get it installed, and we're going to get the entire interior of this thing ripped out and recover that driver's seat. Alright, I want to get the back seat all out, and then gotta figure out where this wire here goes. Then we're going to start pulling door panels and getting these all scrubbed. Okay, well, I really wasn't sure what I was doing, but you have to pick the back of the seat out of these pieces there, and it just slides in that, which is handy. Then you can get back here and get this bolt I haven't gotten, then there's two others over there. I really wasn't sure what I was doing, so I was doing it the hard way, of course. But now that I see, that's how it comes out. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and get the rest of the two corners out of here, and then seats, center console, kick panel, A-pillars, and then I'm going to see how this comes out. Alright, I've already got all the interior here cleaned up the best I could. This one's still got some spots, but I don't care about them. I just used one of these things with some pink cleaner I have. So now I need to get this reupholstered. I started looking, this cushion's so wore out, it's like pushing through the springs under here, which explains why you feel like a little kid driving this truck. So to get these apart, we got little like window roller clips on this. There's another one on this that you have to get up in here, which is kind of a pain, and then we'll start ripping it apart and then get the mismatched color piece put on. Quick deal, this one's missing. This is broke right here. We're gonna have to do some of that plastic repair crap on that, unfortunately. So the new butt cushion, there's a lip here that needs to go behind that. Okay, I got that looking pretty good. And then it looks like it fits properly. But now this is like, I don't know, molded in kind of Velcro-ish style that you have to press this opposite in somehow. There. I think that's how it's supposed to be. There. Ouch. Fingers pinched. This should definitely be pulled a lot tighter than that. I'm gonna have to rethink this here in a minute. Alright, I went ahead and did a little redneck engineering to it. I put a little slice in this plastic to where this wouldn't tear, and then just put these pretty hefty zip ties on it. Well, trying to put the seat cover on that supposedly guaranteed fit for this truck. I can't get it down any further. And the little booty things that they make for the headrests don't fit either. So I'm just going to reinstall the seats as they are, put the plastic back on here, get all this cleaned back up, get the interior back together, and I'm going to find something on Amazon that actually does fit and hope I can return these, because they don't fit at all. Well, I decided to go ahead and save you guys a little bit of the trouble of just watching me do the exact same thing over and over again. Went ahead and finished out the stripe all the way down the side. Put in some really nice looking side steps. Some of the stuff's pretty hard to get off, but it still looks way better than it did. I decided to go with these seat covers, well, because they were cheap and they fit. New stereo. What else did I do in here? Basically just cleaned up in here. redid the rear bumper. I knocked out a couple of these dents the best I could. There was a dent there and there was a dent right here, I think. Put the tops back. Oh, a new cap for the bed, or the tailgate. So yeah, not bad. Front's all rebuilt. So it's time to move on. This thing's already sold. I got to deliver it tomorrow. Thanks for watching.